And we are back. Where we left off, we were trying to decide who to give the photo to. A little bit of a cliffhanger there. God, I don't know. I want to get this end. Do I need to talk to him again? Oh, I don't have any audio. There we go. Talk to her.
Have you found anything helpful?
Is this familiar to you?
Oh, I'm sorry, but that's beyond my knowledge.
Excuse me, just one question.
Sorry, but I never heard of this.
Time to check your who, what, and what, Sherry. Who are you asking, about what, and dressed as what?
Can you satisfy my curiosity?
Don't be angry, sir, but I truly don't know.
May I ask for your assistance?
Don't take it personally, sir. But I know nothing about this. Everyone's looking at us, Sherry. You sure you know what you're doing?
I just need to find the right person to talk to.
Are you able to help me?
I usually have an answer for everything, but not for this.
At the party, but it was... So who do I need to go talk to for this? I'd like to get a little bit more information. Do I need to go back and talk to Vogel? He certainly seems to know a lot of interesting things about the way the underbelly of this city functions, as well as my mother for some reason. Curiouser and curiouser. Let's maybe go try talking to Vogel and see what he has to say about it. Maybe. Possibly glean some information from it. But right now I'm leaning towards giving Thornton the photo. Because reason is yes. Okay, so if he was drugged, it doesn't excuse the assault by any means. It does, however, make liability less in question. That's not where I wanted to go. Here's where I wanted to go. All the way on the other side of town, because I certainly just cannot be bothered to actually read what things say. But if we're looking at this from an ends justify the means kind of thing, it is obviously a horrible situation and absolute craptastic. Just absolute craptastic situation to be in and decision to make. But ultimately, it benefits everyone.
Mr. Holmes, you've returned.
God damn it.
Have you uncovered anything new about the theft?
He's still creepy. And he doesn't wear socks.
I've brought news, but not all of it will please you.
Fill me in, Mr. Holmes. I won't shoot the messenger.
I tracked down Boniface Mercurio.
I presume he wasn't delighted about the situation.
He was not having a good day on account of his murder. Killed in his own flat by the same person that stole his painting.
Oh, sweet Mercurio. Perishing in the pursuit of his art. How?
I really think this guy might be Moriarty.
I located the thief, but found him rather cold. He was tight-lipped about the painting, too.
Huh, he's dead. How very droll, Mr. Holmes. One presumes you were not responsible.
It was an accident at the refugee camp. He impaled himself on his own knife.
Life is nothing if not cruel and capricious. What about the stolen painting? Have you located it?
I found the painting, but I could not retrieve it.
Well then, where is it?
In Bernadotti's office.
Bernadotti? That shady businessman? Why would he steal it from me?
I'm afraid you'll have to ask him yourself.
I take it you found something more then.
I found the source of Mercurio's artistic inspiration. A photograph. What troubled me was that the sexual act captured was non-consensual.
She was violated? Dear God, how despicable.
Her abuser was in fact the British envoy. Mercurio took a picture of him committing the atrocity and then used it as artistic inspiration.
I had no idea a mere break-in would eventually expose such barbarity.
Mr.
Bullshit.
I want you to make everything public, including the photograph. I'm sure you have a connection at the Cordona Chronicle.
Ah, Mr. Holmes. Loyal to your own truth till the end. Yes, I'm acquainted with the staff of the Chronicle. Story is sensational, and will surely draw attention to the gallery. But you must be aware that exposing the scandal will further hurt the victim. Does that not bother you?
No matter what one does, the truth tends to come out, as well it should. I won't be the one to stand in its way.
Though it's only your subjective truth being exposed. Not that I'm judging. It's perfectly reasonable for everyone to have their own views.
You called me, you knew exactly what you would get.
Oh, but I'm not like you, Mr. Holmes. I cannot be sure of anything. Regardless, I must thank you, for art's sake. Well, now that we've resolved all of our outstanding matters, I have a gift for you. I took the liberty of having it delivered to Stonewood Manor. I am told it belonged to your mother.
Previously you mentioned there may have been more to my mother's passing than consumption. It appears you were right.
Oh dear, I'd hoped to be wrong.
She was unstable, mentally unwell. She required sustained specialized treatment, but her madness persisted.
I knew that Violet had disappeared from the public eye, but had no idea of her suffering. I cannot imagine what you're feeling.
Oh, that's not creepy.
And what exactly have you sent me?
Frankly, I'm not sure how to answer that. I trust you'll know.
Thank you, Mr. Vogel. I am curious to see what you have procured.
So I... No, this is better. I don't get into bed with the mob, and I don't... passively approve of the abuser's abuse. However, I don't help the Dusty wouldn't handle with an intricate cross. Okay. So why don't we go back to our manor? See what was sent. So everything gets exposed then if Vogel does what Sherlock asked him to. Meaning that I might have just ruined the envoy's life. However, I don't really care about that.
It's a bizarre object, and yet oddly familiar.
And panic attack. Whoa, whoa. Museum piece. Yeah, that's not frightening. First floor.
Did you just remember something?
Yes. A room full of curiosities and artifacts. I think I can find it in the manor.
Okay, I can't take John seriously.
Sherlock. So, you continue to pursue the imaginary. I had hoped you might have got all this out of your system by now.
Hi, Mycroft.
What are you doing here? Get out of my house!
It's my house, actually. I've come to bring you back.
I have no interest in returning, let alone with you. I know you lied about Mother all these years, claiming she was merely ill, but she was unstable. She never had tuberculosis. She was not
interesting.
recuperating, but
So, if you played into the other Frogwares
I
games,
shall not indulge this petulant tantrum.
it looks like they used the models from a couple of the games for Mycroft.
Everything.
That's cool.
I'm an adult now. Show me the.
You're behaving like a child, Sherlock.
No, I will find out eventually. The goal was stability, and that's what you got. The right thing for everyone was to try and move on from her passing.
The consequences of one's actions determines what is right or wrong.
Yes, exactly. The ends justify the means. After leaving Cordona, Sherlock, you had a normal childhood. In London, I was able to support you, guide you, shape you into a fine and productive young man. You have so much potential, so much to offer society.
But that's not the end. Now I found the truth, and it has shattered everything I knew about her, about you, and about myself. I feel unstable because of you. Your actions were not justified. Lying never is.
Oh, grow up, Sherlock. It was a white lie which has as much use in the realm of the interpersonal as the international. It is time you come to accept that some things are bigger than yourself.
Oh, you are full of it. You like to pretend you care about the big picture, but it's just an ego trip. You like knowing more than others. You like greasing palms and rubbing shoulders with the rich and powerful. You like having eyes and ears everywhere. The fact it helps the nation is incidental, because all you care about is yourself.
It's true. I have agents everywhere, including Cordona. If you weren't so damn stubborn, you'd realize that means I'm only here for you.
Interesting. Can I? Yeah, I can.
Another one. There must be something important behind it. I can feel it.
It's not that one.
Another one. There must be something important behind it. I can feel it.
Gotta be upstairs. No. No.
Another one. There must be something important behind it. I can feel it.
Wood, straight and smooth.
With a pair of perfect sticks. We wanted to turn them into training swords.
Oh, that's right. We stood there, frozen, staring at something huge in the main hall.
Female fish
It was a giant
upstairs.
aquarium with a living mermaid in it.
Impossible. It
No.
must have been something else.
Dry skeleton rock.
Oh, of course. That mortifying hoax presently taking up space in our front yard.
Well, fine. Your memory's better than mine. But I'm sure we started examining it immediately. And someone else was around too.
It was my mother. She asked what I thought of the artifact.
You were really concentrating and holding something in your hand.
I inspected it with a magnifying glass and was able to confirm it was made of two different skeletons. The mermaid was a fake.
Uh-huh.
So it was time to smash the thing. Your mother took a hammer and...
Slow down, John. That's not how it happened. I remember other people joined us. The workers took the artifact and placed it into the cabinet of curiosities. It became part of Mother's collection of fakes. She always said that the truth lies in the details. This mermaid helped me to learn that. Ah yes, my mother's studio. She was an authenticator and this was her cabinet of curiosities.
I never saw the point. What does it matter if some artifact is real?
I remember this cozy
It
blanket.
still exists.
It was perfect for...
Wigwam! Oh, that was a joy to build them. Imagining ourselves as wayfarers on the other side of the world.
Dear Mr. Holmes, please accept my deepest gratitude for your recent help with that personal matter. I shudder to think what may have happened were it not for your keen eye and sharp mind. Rest assured, should our paths cross again, you'll be greeted as a grateful friend. His Honor, Judge McDougal.
Carefully opened. Dated 24th of April, 1869.
Mr. Mycroft Holmes, the Cordona City Hall writes to inform you that the trial of Dr. Otto Richter and the death of Mrs. Violet Holmes has been assigned to His Honor, Judge McDougal. Your application for closed hearing has been granted. You are hereby informed that the prosecution has called you as a primary witness in the trial of Dr. Richter. You must present yourself at the Criminal Court of Cordona on the dates listed over leaf.
So many calling cards. Mycroft liked to keep useful people at hand.
Yep.
Officer Luciano J. Placido. Reliable and driven. I recognize Mycroft's handwriting. This drawer was always closed. Only Mycroft knew how to open it.
I remember we tried to break it open and spy on him, but alas, had no success. Maybe today's the day. Oh, Sherry.
Ah, the memory comes back. We snuck about watching him.
He closed the drawer and went to the hall. We were like two shadows crawling behind him.
He opened the door to the postman, and they exchanged documents. If it was a real postman, of course. The painting on the wall was slightly at tilt. He stopped and straightened it. Then he threw some logs into the fire and sat in his armchair to read.
It's as boring now as it was then. I'm sorry, Sherry, but I think that's it.
Wait, John, we never use the fireplace in the mornings. What if... I think this is what we're looking for. A bit of juniper in the fireplace created a soothing atmosphere. It's the little things, isn't it?
Let's go unlock the thing.
We made it. So what's there?
Gifted by Queen Victoria herself. Single malt whiskey, Mycroft's favourite.
A bottle of fine single malt whiskey, Mycroft's favorite drink. We found it locked in the drawer in the desk of the curiosity cabinet among a pile of important documents. Remarkably, it seems the whiskey was a gift from Queen Victoria herself.
This one is rather thick. Mycroft can be truly dogged in his research. Otto Richter.
Otto Richter is 45 years old, born to a respected family in Bern, Switzerland, unmarried, no heirs. Medical practitioner, graduated from the University of Geneva, Switzerland. Graduation was postponed a year due to minor scandal on one of his placements. Parents died of cholera in 1863. Only remaining family is half-brother Klaus, age 35. Present whereabouts of Klaus Richter unknown. Last seen on Cordona.
Dossiers on the most influential people on Cordona. Mycroft always had a habit of building files on everyone he met.
Because Mycroft's a dick.
Look, it's Roger. This jolly old man's well preserved. Even looks refreshed.
I doubt he drew much interest at the auction.
That's for the bet. Look, it's Roger. This jolly old man's well preserved. Even looks refreshed.
The so-called mummy of a Persian princess. The defrauders did good work, but missed one small detail. It's the mummy of a man. And this one was brought from a German museum. They claimed it belonged to Vikings. Nonsense, of course. Vikings never had horns on their helmets.
True. A torn diploma found in the cabinet of curiosity. Someone deliberately ripped it into several pieces. Reassembled and translated, the diploma reads, "On behalf of the Board of the University of Geneva, Switzerland, we, rectors of the university, noting that Mr. Otto Richter has undergone the tests required by the laws and regulations, confer on him the degree of Doctor of Medicine with the rights and prerogatives so attached."
It was deliberately torn. I wonder why someone would do that. The Tulpa, Studies in Tibetan Mentalism. An impressive number of bookmarks. Someone was rather obsessed with this subject.
Richter's personal notes. Mrs. Holmes is a patient of considerable interest. An ideal test subject to explore some of my theories. I will attempt to repeatedly immerse her in the traumatic situations that precipitated her mental illness. Immersion therapy on a trauma patient? It is my belief that reliving that moment may give her mind a chance to embrace what happened and accept it, and effectively cure itself. I'm confident in my hypothesis and merely need to prove it. In addition, it's fortuitous to be around the broader Holmes family. Perhaps I'll be able to also examine the heredity of the psychological traits, be they competencies or disorders. It is already apparent that all family members share an uncommonly high intelligence. It appears that the mother's condition has begun to affect the mind of the youngest boy, Sherlock. While I cannot conduct proper medical examination due to the protectiveness of the elder son, it seems that the boy suffers ongoing hallucinations in the form of an imaginary friend, John. My dear brother, I heard you recently arrived in our Corona. Have you come to see me? I do miss our evening conversations, even if we never agreed in our opinions. Cordona is home to a stunning new art gallery, which I visited Thursday. Meet me there. Oh, and do not see Claus. Let that name be. Claus Vogel?
The full plate armor of Sir Robert Saunford. I was told my father won it in a wager.
Armour is armour, but look at his sword. Oh, how badly I wanted to wield the blade. Maybe you take it.
The full plate armor of Sir Robert... I'm starting to remember something.
Mycroft did not like the methods of. Okay. Trashy cat.
It's a pity how many amazing things are missing from this room.
Oh, I remember these. We used them to spar together until Mycroft found out and forbade us from using real weapons. One of the most ridiculous fakes I ever saw. Its owner insisted it was a polar bear. He thought the white paint on the brown fur wasn't noticeable. Mother said this was among the hunting trophies of a Scottish Viscount.
So he tried to persuade everyone that his forest was inhabited by these beasts. It would have been thrilling if it were actually true.
Ooh, where do I start crashing cabinets at?
It's a pity how many amazing things are missing from this room.
More reused assets. Such. Knowing what I know now. I just don't know where to start for this. Kevin, I started remembering something from my childhood. Okay, so where do I go though? Where's the treasure house in this? That. Still don't know what VR stands for.
A magnificent tool made for a spurious purpose, staring into the sky. I've definitely found a better use for it.
This time I was first to pick beds. This one's mine now.
Oh, these must be the notes of my earliest observations. We wanted to locate a particular dog we'd spotted, and we met it, didn't we?
Maybe. I don't know where that quote-unquote treasure would be.
I'm looking forward to learning to play it, as soon as I have some free time.
I've got them all. Okay.
I remember how angry Mycroft was about these marks. He called it a frivolous, childish endeavor. Another one. There must be something important behind it. I can feel it.
That I could remember something from my childhood, but not helping me out.
Another fake Holy Grail. Its owner claimed to be the heir of King Arthur. Scarcely believable. He also insisted a deadly rabbit was hunting him.
Ah, nice. Watkinson and Holman, Chapter 1. By Wallace.
Watkinson
Really?
and Holman, Chapter 1, by Wallace Dioram.
Oh, Mycroft. He always acts so serious, but then reads tripe like this.
John, if I remember correctly, you couldn't put this book down. An archaeological find should be here. It's far better than beneath the old city walls. An archaeological find should be here. It's far
There it is.
beneath the old city walls. I used this ladder to look at the top shelf, right? On the day of Mother's breakdown upstairs.
Right you are, Sherry.
Okay. Large artifact for view.
Noise. I can't recall of exactly what, and we didn't have a great view from behind the statue. Books and papers from the table somehow ended up on the floor. Now it's coming to the surface. I feel it.
Yeah, we're gonna solve this one. I'm gonna do this first, though. I'm going to add 5 minutes.
You're not even trying, Sherry. Concentrate.
No.
Come on, Sherry. Let's go outside. Wait. Did you hear that? Come here, Sherry.
You call this progress? Charlatan, amateur. I'm not letting you anywhere near my mother again.
So there was a quarrel between them.
It all happened shortly after the incident in Violet's room on April 19th. Jerry decided to play with artifacts in the cabinet of curiosities, and of course I went with him. As a result, we became unintentional witnesses to an argument between Mycroft and Otto Richter. Sherlock's brother was angry. He was sure that Dr. Richter had done something dubious to their mother, and that it backfired. He called Otto a charlatan.
I heard a noise in the hall. Let's check it out. Sherry, look! We've got a parcel here.
Dear Mr. Holmes, I'm waiting for you at Kurt Manchio's mansion on Turquoise Lane, across from Cordona Abbey in northern Grand Saray. Come at once. If inconvenient, come anyway. Always your friend, V.V. P.S. I sent you the appropriate outfit for this place to avoid any unnecessary complication.
An invitation.
I hope it fits.
We can't miss this, Sherry.
Okay. Well, we're gonna save. We're gonna get back to this next week. Save. Thanks, guys. Hey everybody, Toddfather6 here signing off. Thank you so much for watching the video. If you want to see more, click the videos that are listed or hit that subscribe button and turn on the notifications in order to be notified when I've got more posted. Until then, as always, be good, be kind, be safe. See you next time.